I would love to start the conversation over and get your thoughts on patch the 2.1 and what you thought of it.
So this patch seems fucking nuts. I think we got a new story, new zone, new companion quest, 2 new characters. We got Echo loadouts and Fort Genshin. Holy the event minigame, we have dreads. Yeah, am I missing anything? Oh yeah, two new endgame modes, a fucking co-op racing game. I think that's everything. I think
there's a new weekly
a shit ton
Somnium
of
kind of
QOL,
thing, like
man.
Elusive Realm kind of.
Oh yeah, fucking ray tracing RTX. Yeah.
That was another talking point. I just realized that was the thing I wanted to bitch about. I feel like they spent 20 seconds talking about 3 very important things. I was like, what the hell? They're speed running this shit, bro.
Yes, dude. There was so much. Okay, so I never go over the live stream again after the live stream is done. I'm like, okay, I get it. There's so much happening in that 2.1 live stream. I don't think people, if you blinked, you missed like 2 fucking updates.
Yep, correct.
Because like I don't even know what the end game modes are.
They barely explained it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what Phoebe does. They have like negative edging on her kit now. Brant looks like he power crept Camellia. Like, dude, there's so much shit. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what the characters do, how they exactly work. Like, what functions are they doing?
I was the odd man out, and I was giving the patch a 7 out of 10. But Tech might have just swayed me with that thought process. I think so much shit was happening that I wasn't actually able to process just how much they added in 2.1.
Yeah, so why don't
they were speed running it?
Yeah, let's go in order and let's just break everything the fuck down.
Yeah, start off with the new area. I genuinely felt like the new area is a copy and paste of the old areas, just kind of like, using the same shit, just put it in a different area. That's why I was like, okay, it didn't impact me. It didn't blow me away. Now, there were some areas that looked cool, but it looked like it was more of like the coral spot. It looked like it was just like a literal 20 feet of space area, not an actual new map.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel that. But at the same time, that's just one area, but then there's the vault area that looks like some Bioshock like vault kind of place. And then apparently there's underwater too, like we go into a vortex or something, go like underwater. And that area looks crazy.
I didn't see that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not see going underwater.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that part was at the very end of the live stream. After you watch 1 minute of Tub Pup and Turtle dancing, there's a secret trailer that played at the end. Did you see that?
I almost missed it.
Yeah.
Go back and watch it.
Yeah. So that's at
3 new characters, bro. If you frame drop on the first reveal, yeah, right there. Those titties was huge.
Yeah, bro. The purple hair chick's tits were fucking crazy. Yeah, and even the red hair girl with the elf. Everybody's a fucking elf now. It looks really good. So I can agree with you. I would also say that like some of the areas just feel like an extension of pre-existing areas. But I did like the vault, the Honkai Star Rail museum that we built. I'm glad we're finally going back to Bellabog.
Dude, I know, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's the same place.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't even realize that. So, are we going to be able to add holograms into that little spot with the literal hologram? Because it looked like it was potentially a decoration.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
The Ghost Rider bike guy. I was like, damn, that looks like they're going to allow you to put like new echoes right there just to set the spot up. I mean, I'm just literally shooting from the hip here, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if they do, I'm going to put Lorelei on there. Because, like, holy fuck, bro. I mean, that
damn,
ridiculous.
Cookie.
The new Lorelei, by the way, that's just a human.
She looks the same. But to stay on track, I'm sorry, guys. My brain's all over the place. The MSQ continuation. I already talked to Jenzat about this tech, but I feel like the continuation of the MSQ was not present. Am I crazy there? Or
I mean, okay, so all of the continuation of the MSQ was in the second hidden trailer. And then also, what I was actually saying that I liked this. Rather than show the big fight that we're going to do, which is obviously the whale fight.
Yes.
They did not show it at all. Meaning that if you want to see it, you have to play the game to see it. Which I actually thought was very smart because I feel like too often in times, obviously I'm going to compare it to Genshin. Genshin will sometimes spoil their own fucking quest before you fucking do it in their own trailer. So for this one, I don't know. I truly don't know what we're going to do. So it could really be anything. So, I also feel like I don't really know what MSQ is about, but with the 3 new characters at the end, the Vortex, knowing that we're going to fight the whale, I mean, it's got me fucking excited.
Well, I feel the same.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Jizz.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I feel the same way about the end game. They didn't really show any of that, but that makes me interested. Like, what's it actually gonna be? I want to play it for myself to see what is happening, rather than them go through like a 20-minute explanation showing the entire thing. It's kind of interesting.
Thing is, it looked like the shit at the end was a pump fake for. It was actually like 2.2 footage just to get you hyped up, but wasn't actually going to be in 2.1. And so that's why I was like filler patch, because the story didn't give off MSQ vibes, nor did that little teaser at the end. I don't think that's in 2.1 either. I think that's purely 2.2 footage. But again, I can't prove that. It just gave off those impressions.
During that final trailer, for each thing they showed, they had like the different names. So they had like 2.0's name and they showed that stuff. Then they had 2.1 and it showed the like vortex thing where we go underwater and maybe fight the whale or whatever. And then like 2.2, 2.3, 2.4.
Your attention to detail is astounding. I was no.
Oh, that was chat, dude. I didn't even realize that at first,
bro. That's crazy. I didn't see that at all, man.
Oh yeah, so all of that was from 2.0 to 2.4.
Yeah. Those were all different things, like where it showed the elf girl at the end and stuff.
Yeah.
But like they showed us going underwater in the 2.1 thing, like right after. But
Yeah.
some of the stuff later on is from future patches. That
And then so after 2.4, one would assume then 3.0 comes out.
Yeah,
because they're doing a 6-month schedule.
Yeah, they said 6 months.
Bro, it is so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's insane? We're gonna be on 4.0 when Honkai Star Rail 4.0 comes out. Think about that.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is
high up already.
So the in-game mode, you guys don't feel like they should have at least explained it a bit, man? I mean, I was just like, what the fuck, bro?
No,
but it's kind of cool this way.
Okay, so I'm with you on this one, Smack. I absolutely agree they should have explained a little bit more. I'm glad they didn't have like, let's bring in some of the developers to go ahead and play the game in front of us, and we have to sit there and watch shit gameplay. But I think they should have at least expressed what they are, what they do, you know, all that shit.
Right. That's that, and I just felt like that was a missed opportunity. But overall, one thing I would like to bring up again was the fact that we're getting loadouts is such a message to Hoyo. It's such a fucking fuck you to Hoyo to me. I thought that was great, man. I mean, it's huge. I was talking to Genizad. I was like, it's crazy because it's such a given outside of the gacha space, but inside of the gacha space, it's everything.
Yeah, no, the Echo loadouts was insane. And I think that's going to make it very hard for content creators like Zajef and Ziox to not acknowledge how fucking good of a game Wuthering Waves is. I don't really understand Zajef's hesitancy on playing Wuthering Waves and how Genshin Impact is this be-all, end-all greatest game ever made. Yet everything these players want, they complain about every single fucking patch. Everything that these Genshin players want is in Wuthering Waves. So why not play it?
That is what it's called. Them bills, brother. Them bills.
Yeah, dude. I get that, but I wish more viewers would get that because sometimes it drives me fucking nuts. It is insane.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny? It's like you can pay the bills with WoW now. It's only been on the rise. Like WoW is starting to become more of a thing people could pay the bills with too if they moved over.
Me and Tech come back to this conversation every time, though. It all goes back to how they built their foundation, though, and their foundation is Genshin or die.
Yeah.
But getting back to the topic at hand, though, I also wanted to talk to you guys about like, is the story something that is very important to you in Wuthering Waves?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's why this is why it comes back to me. And I can't prove this as a filler patch because I really feel like I was expecting to see more with that Sunday looking motherfucker because that's how they ended the story off. And the fact that they kind of didn't show any of that, I feel like they're just stalling it for 2.2.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, I remember.
I woke up this morning and I was like, I can't wait to see more of what's happening with him. And then I didn't see that. And so maybe it's my own expectations there, but that's why I was like, oh, this might be more of a filler.
I don't know. Have we really gotten a filler patch in this game yet?
Well, I feel like
1.
this is high quality filler.
1.2 was giga filler, the like whole festival thing where they give out Yao. That was mega filler.
I'm trying to remember that one. The one with
it's so filler you don't remember it, bro.
Oh, that's the one where it had like the little mini game and you had like the different villages to build up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that patch was giga filler. Okay, gotcha.
1.4 was kind of filler too with Camellia because that was after Shorekeeper's area. It was kind of just like this in between thing.
You think Camellia was filler, bro? That's offensive. That's
Tech was
fine.
Should I
trying to
offend
fill
a
up
certain
your
group
bed, bro.
of
That's what
people
he was
here or
trying to do.
something, man?
It's fine.
I think I have to go back and look at all the details, man. I don't know. I dead ass. Every bone in my body intuitively just tells me that's a filler patch that's just high quality. I do know that the new map, the new area inside the vault looks fucking sick. But I guess I'll just have to wait and see.
So okay, let's talk about the definition of filler. So
Yeah.
for filler, you're saying that if it's not progressing the main story, then it's filler.
Correct. That's my definition of it. Correct.
Okay. I guess what can we intuit off of the main story? This seems like kind of like a Brant and Phoebe introduction. Well, then again, the Brant quest is his own character quest. I'm actually not entirely sure. Chat, it was. Let me see. Was there anything indicating what this quest was going to be about? Because, in my opinion, like as long as they're tackling the twin tail braided crazy chick, that's what I was looking forward to. I'll be real. What else do they really have to do with Saturday?
I think we're going on like a whole journey to deal with the whale. Like I think that whale's like a really big deal. You know how they keep talking about all the different like each region has its own like big creatures or something that have to do with like the gods, I guess there.
Well,
So I think it has to do with that.
Saturday's a massive antagonist though, because bros everybody's convinced that this motherfucker speaks for the Sentinel. And honestly, we came to learn in 2.0 that he's not the speaker of the Sentinel. It's actually Cartethia. So like he's a big antagonist in the story. That's why I'm like, what the where's the continuation of this shit?
Well, so here's the other thing. Jonathan, so earlier you said that each one represented 2.4, but when it says lightly we toss the crown, was that the name of the 2.0 or the 2.0 version? Was it lightly?
That's the 2.4, I think.
Well,
the first one is 2.0, then the 2.1, then 2.2, 2.3, 2.4.
After
right?
it shows lightly we cross the crown, it shows trailers for what we did in 2.0.
That's strange. Because
that's
if
what I was
look
telling
at this
y'all,
again,
man. It's like a pump fake.
wait, let me take a look at this again real quick.
Yeah.
Work in progress.
Don't get me wrong, the patch looks great. It just doesn't look like
2.0 was All Silent Souls Can Sing. I do remember that. Waves Sing and Sterling Birds Call. That's this one.
That's this one.
And then, Tangled Truth and Inverted Tower. That's going to be after. Then Fire Arpeggio and Summer Reunion. Lightly We Toss the Crown. Oh, okay. Well, for the Lightly We Toss the Crown thing, that's just where it just shows the trailer after that one. They didn't show any footage of the Lightly We Toss the Crown. Yeah, they probably don't want to tease anything related to it.
I'm just wondering if this trailer with the purple hair clown chick, if this is 2.1 or no.
That can't be 2.1. That's what I'm assuming.
Well, they could introduce the character and then we pull them in like the next one, right?
Yeah, because I'm just so confused. Because if this is 2.1, this shit looks like it's gonna be crazy.
I'll tell you what, Tech, if you're right though, and they actually finally did this shit correct to the point where they just hid everything from us, and then we pull up and it's just this banger, then that's great. That would be great. That'd be insane, actually.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking they did do, because they were about to show the whale fight, and then they said, well, we shouldn't do that. And then they showed the image of the whale in the little guy's binoculars. So I do really think that is what they did. I don't know if,
well, then I would be wrong.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. No, I totally understand the skepticism, because we haven't seen a company do something like that yet. But that's kind of how it read to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, then if that's the case, then I stand with you guys. Then I thought it was a banger. I thought it was a 7 out of 10. But with that logic, hell, there's no reason to give it a 7.
Yeah,
the thing is, it's just a banger after 2.0, right? Like they did so much that they're adding. I wasn't
expecting it to be 2.0. I want to be clear there. I was not expecting that. I just wanted to see the MSQ.
Yeah, I'm just kind of excited for the new game. Well, okay. So we talked about the new zones. You didn't like one of them. We didn't like one of them. We liked 2 of them. We saw the new characters. Let's focus on Phoebe and Brant real quick. How are you guys' thoughts on Brant and Phoebe?
Go ahead. It looks sick. Brant looks absolutely insane. Like he's all over the place. He's Spider-Man, just going absolutely crazy. He's like Camellia, but like even more insane. Way more flexible and moving around. Phoebe looks great. She's more standing still, but she has that cool teleport thing, and she's like a debuffer, and I think debuff characters are fun. But I think they look great. I think people are really excited. Brant had way more hype than Phoebe, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm on the... Go ahead, Tech.
No, 100%. Brant just fucking completely overshadowed her. That being said, I'm a huge debuff player. I love that shit.
Yeah, same. So fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited. That being said, I still kind of don't really get how Spectro Frazzle works. I like the idea of being able to infinitely stack my dots. It sounds like we aren't going to be able to do that, but it really depends how Phoebe's kit interplays with the current Spectral Frazzle mechanic that they obviously added the Spectral Rover at the beginning of 2.0. Now, if I saw leaks, maybe I'd be a little bit more excited. I'm obviously still very hesitant. I think I'm going to pull S0, S1 for Phoebe, and the same thing for Brant. But yeah, it really does feel like, man, I'm going to have to play the game to figure it out because they did not explain shit, bro. Like, that live stream could have been an hour and a half, but it was 23
Easily.
fucking minutes. And I just feel like I kind of don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Isn't that a good thing, though? Doesn't that make you want to play more, though? You're like more excited because you're like, I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, but I do think I think for some yes, some no. I think obviously there's going to be some people who are like could have been sold on something more if they were showcased how much more in depth and interesting it was and how it was presented, because it's leaving a lot to player interpretation right now. So I think they could have expanded on a lot of topics to get players a lot more excited than they did.
I agree.
Yeah.
I will say though, my experience was very similar to y'all's. I think I think he stole the show for me. Phoebe, on the other hand, she didn't blow me away. I mean, I was like, her moves look cool. She kind of looks like fucking, I don't know, a Wuthering Waves version of Lux.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the problem with me is I fucking skipped Genji, so I kind of need a Spectral character, man.
You skipped
so
Genji?
I did. I skipped the shit out of her, brother. I'm gonna be honest. But Tech, that was, to be fair, that was in the beginning of War One when I was on my free to play arc. And then I eventually was like, all right, fuck this free to play shit. I'm out. So I would have pulled her if I wasn't free to play.
Oh, best way to play any gacha light spender. That's the best way to play, man.
I had to choose between her and Cheng Li, and I was like, bro, there's no way I'm choosing Genji over fucking Cheng Li, bro.
Yeah, I was still my free to play arc then too, but I skipped Gian, so I had so much fucking extra currency.
Dude, I skipped Gian too. I guess you just had the fuck. It was a luck differ at that point.
Oh,
bro.
I got so fucking lucky. It was insane.
Yeah, but Brent, I do agree with you guys. I feel like he's just a better version of, I hate to say this, but I feel like he's a better version of Chameleon based on what we saw. He has more skill expression. He looks like he's more skill swap savvy, and he just looks like he's gonna be a funner version of a Chameleon.
He looks really fun. He looks
Chameleon
insane.
just fucking twirls, bro. That's all she did. She bust, and that's it.
Yeah, nah, he'll be cool, but he ain't better than Camellia. It is what it is.
Your brain cannot possibly rationalize anything outside of the goon, bro.
Dude, she's so fun, man. She's so good.
Dude, Tectone is gonna get a mod to make Brant just look like Camellia, and then he's just gonna be playing that. Dude.
I mean, I think she's a great. You know, she's a wonderful woman, and I like that quite a lot. It's nice to know that I'm her favorite person. That's all anybody ever really wants, is to feel loved, and that's what she does, and she's great.
Isn't that every woman in this entire game, bro?
Yes, and it's nice, isn't it? It's a good feeling, man. That's got to be new for you, Jenna.
Yeah, to feel loved for once.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, no, but the events for me kind of look like Genshin Impact events. That was the final thing I wanted to push back on. I don't think the events look like anything crazy. They just look like your typical fucking, let's get some little fishing in, and all right, you're done for your little event for today. Like ZZZ's events kind of raised the bar for me in terms of like fun in an event.
Yeah, no, I agree. I saw the whale fishing event, and I'm like, all right, dude. Anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, low-key just didn't even want to fucking do that shit, to be honest.
And they're going to tie fucking Lorelei skin to it. I'm like, fuck my life, bro. I gotta
start fishing, bro.
Yeah.
Time to get to it, man. I mean, I'm going to be real, though. I would rather just see no events and they just add more permanent features, like the weekly stuff. Like, I don't need any of these events. Just make things that feel like they're impactful and I want to actually do.
But the problem is that they tie all their resources to them, so it's like you kind of just have to do them.
Yeah, that's a necessary evil for this genre of game.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a fair game.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'll suffer through it. I haven't really had an event experience in WoW that was too horrible, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the 2 new game modes. It would just be nice if I fucking knew anything about what they're going to be.
On the other end, I think it's set me up for I'm just going to be forced to make an impressions review because there just wasn't enough information in there. They also just glossed over the elusive realm too. They're just like, yeah, we're going to be throwing that in there. All right. Anyways, next.
Did you guys actually wait? Did you guys see there's a There's a content creator, was it like Force Gaming or something like that? He did a sponsored video for Wuthering Waves 2.0, but he showed some 2.1 footage in there, like, I don't know, accidentally or something. And actually
Damn.
showed some of that elusive realm. It just seems like it's elusive realm. It just seems like
Yeah.
the same thing. And they were using like Rocha and Carlotta in there. So,
Yeah, I definitely didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. I
Yeah,
just
no,
really
I've not
wish
seen
they
that.
kind of glossed over. I mean, they didn't gloss over that new in-game mode because it's been pitched like it's going to change everything, you know, and it's going to be the better TOA possibly.
New
Really,
hologram
I have
too.
not heard that at all.
Well, what I mean is like that's the expectation that people are going to be going into the new in-game mode with. You know, anytime you hear a new in-game in a gacha, you're like, oh, it's going to be better than the one we're playing.
Yeah.
And then you know it can end up being a pure fiction.
Yeah, Pure Fiction is so fucking bad. I forgot about that.
Something a lot of people were bringing up too is at the very end of the trailer, it looks like Arrow Rover or something. So new form.
Yeah.
In 2.1?
No, not in 2.1, but probably like 2.3 or something, or 2.2.
I think
Say
that
that
would be
again?
very good.
You said what shit is that?
There's gonna be like a new rover element. You see it at the very end of the trailer. They're like eye glows all
No.
like whatever, and they shoot a wind blade thing.
I did not see that actually. Damn. Okay, that's what's up.
In my chat was
bro.
telling me stuff. I had no idea, bro.
I'm convinced they're cooking up for 2.2 and 2.3 onward, bro. That's my fucking final say. I'm changing my mind again, guys. All right, this is a filler. If I'm wrong, I'll just make a video saying I was wrong about 2.1 Wuthering Waves.
I was wrong. Hand over your face thumbnail. Like,
Yeah, exactly, bro. We get 600 thumbdowns, man.
By the way, out of curiosity, while I got you guys here, who do you all think the most free-to-play main character is in gacha gaming? Wuthering Waves or Honkai Star Rail?
ooh, I talked about
So
this.
I'm gonna go Wuthering Waves hands down because Honkai Star Rail has been out way longer. Like but bro, the fucking Fire MC and the physical MC suck balls.
True.
It wasn't until the Harmony MC and the what's it called, which is like 2 MCs later, you know?
Yep.
That's just my personal opinion, though. It's like Wuthering Waves, the Spectral Rover has always been good. It's just people lost their shit when the Havoc Rover came out because he had a fucking scythe. And they're like, oh my God. You know, but the Spectral Rover has actually always been solid. And then the Havoc Rover was somebody that everyone was using frame one. So their rovers, they have not dropped a rover yet that's been bad. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree. I see RMC and HMC as a 25% off coupon, whereas you know, the other MCs can be a 33% off coupon or even a solo clear for the majority of content in the game. So I'm personally of the opinion that Wuthering Waves is better. What do you think, Jenizad? I know you had to talk about this with Poke earlier.
Yeah. I actually said Honkai Star Rail because I looked at it a little bit differently. I saw it as because those characters are so more prevalently used and so much stronger overall. Like most people are not using Havoc or Spectral Rover over other characters, right? Most people just don't really do that. And so because of that, I saw them as stronger and better free-to-play characters, but they're not. Like, if you view it differently, you could say, well, that sucks because now you have to pull these other characters to run with them.
Yeah, 100%.
But I saw that main character as a more necessary, powerful character, so they're a better free-to-play character, but that doesn't mean it's good for the player. You know what I mean?
Every single character so every team that you have to pair RMC or HMC with requires a 5-star.
Like two of them.
And not only that, Jen, is that again, I would like to just compare just the beginning though, right? Because we're actually doing physical MC versus Spectro and Havoc MC versus Fire fucking Trailblaze, dude. That's like the only way to compare it. You can't compare them to the HMC and what's it called? We haven't even got those versions yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, but like, I'm usually the type of person I like to compare the here and now because I think if you compare the past, it can be a little bit unfair because like, you know, when you buy a new phone, you compare it to all the other phones that are out right now. You can't compare it to like, oh, the first Verizon phone compared to the first iPhone or something. You know what I mean?
I still think in both regards the Rover is just infinitely superior to RMC and HMC.
You know what I would like to say too. Yeah. Go ahead, Tech. I interrupted the fuck out you. Go ahead, bro.
One of them requires 1 to 2 5-stars, and the other thing is that the reason why this is so important to me is because obviously Honkai Star Rail is in a position where they feel like they have to listen. Where they're buffing older units, allegedly.
Yeah.
They're fixing the things that the people, like they're fixing the story, allegedly. We're gonna see how it goes. But the problem is that what HSR does is it gives you HMC, and then it gives you RMC, and RMC is to be used to use the new teams. Well, now what replaces HMC? Is it a 4-star? No, it's not. It's a 5-star, and her name is Fugue. And that's what they do is they get you to build these characters, to rely on these characters, to make these team comps around these characters, because you have the option to use them with this character. And then when the new team comes out, they make the new MC, go with the new team, and now there's a void in the old team, and the only way to fix it is to pull the new 5-star. So I'm not a fan of that.
No, that's a fair point. It's like it's free to play, but you only have one of the character, so you can't just swap between everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was my thought process on it was like you can go into the fucking the what is it called, Tower of Adversity with Spectro or Havoc and clear the hardest content in the game. If you want to do that with the HMC or the what's it called, the RMC, you need that's what Tech was saying. You need the 5-star characters to get that done.
That's understandable.
The limited 5-star characters.
I saw it as they're more necessary than the Rover main character, and so to me, I felt as though that makes them kind of a stronger main character because they're way more necessary. You like need them for certain teams. Well, Rover, you don't really need them. They're fine. They can perform,
you need them for certain teams, and then you realize there's 2 teams, so you just can't have them on one, which means they're gonna make you pull a 5-star to replace them on that team. New regions, Ricoli Islands. I know Smack didn't like this. I thought this zone was very nice. It had better shots, but I mean, I'm mainly here for y'all's opinions. What do y'all think about this area?
It looks nice, not insane. It kind of seems like Black Shores area with the coral mixed with Renacida.
I think we're just gonna have to see where the exploration for it is, the navigation, because you want a reason to use the gondola and not just fly from island to island. Because otherwise, right, I think that having more water-specific stuff that maybe you can't do with flight would help differentiate the region a bit more. And they advertise the gondola a lot, so I'm thinking it's gonna have a pivotal role.
I'm thinking it might just be for the event, for the fishing event.
Yeah, I think it's for fishing.
Might just be for the event. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I was hoping they would make fishing permanent, but this usually what they're doing for Wuthering Waves is testing out a feature, gauging audience perception, and then if people like it, then they add it in permanently. So I'm gonna keep my expectations high, but we'll say.
So fishing is only going to be an event; it's not permanent. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. It's like a dredge thing.
I actually thought it was permanent. What the hell?
I believe it's 90% permanent. Is that true, chat? Is it 90% permanent? Because that's the problem, is that everything's so goddamn fast, nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
That was super. It was the pacing on it. What was it, like 35 minutes? And they went over basically the same amount of material. They didn't even show the trailer until at the end.
Yeah, no, that shit was breakneck speed.
Okay, it actually sounds crazy, but I like that we don't know a lot of these things because I'm excited to find out more about the update rather than see everything. I actually like knowing less.
Kind of get drip.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because I don't know what's going to happen now. So now it's exciting and people are talking about like, what is it going to be?
True. And they didn't, gosh, like their trailers don't show anything. They show absolutely nothing about what's going on in the story.
Which is so refreshing nowadays, considering trailers show fucking everything.
Yeah, you watch a Hollywood movie trailer, you're like, I saw the movie, bro.
Straight up. Yeah, I already saw it, man. I saw the trailer. It's like, oh my God. I did
like the biggest scene.
I did really enjoy that they did not show the whale fight. I definitely believe for showcasing story, that is what they should do. Show just enough to get you excited, tell you just the premise to get you excited, and then not show shit. Because if you spoil the story, it's ruined for so many players. But in the same vein, they didn't show any of the end game, and it's like, well, what the fuck is it?
I still have no idea. And I think nobody has any idea. And I think that just gives them a lot more opportunities to build up hype as the sort of downtime of 2.0 comes to an end and we're getting more and more hyped up for 2.1. That's the end game is definitely something that a lot of people are looking forward to. And everybody already knows that the TOA is now on a monthly reset. So they've like set the stage for like a shit ton of hype. And the only thing now is that the game mode, I feel like really needs to deliver. And if it doesn't, people might get a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about it being on a weekly rotation, but anyways, let's continue focusing on what's in hand here. We also have Volt Underground, which I think this one was amazing for me. I thought this zone was absolutely fucking beautiful.
My favorite.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it more than the islands, to be totally honest.
Yeah,
the islands are the lamest thing that they showed, honestly.
They're lame, but the whole fishing. I know you guys had just talked about the fishing aspect, but I think the fishing if they made it a permanent mode and they really added some like good quality of life to it, would attract such a new audience to the game. Yes, a new casual audience to the game. If they really went in on it, because I can tell you so many people that absolutely love fishing minigames in video games that would like immediately jump to the game if they flushed it out.
You know that fishing together game that people play where you're like a little cat
web fishing
with a web fishing? Like, bro, just add that in this game and let people play with each other.
Yep, 100%. I mean, look at like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. Like people like literally dedicate their characters to fishing in these types of games.
That second area, the vault, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of Harry Potter Gringotts. It's like all the little trains and stuff underground.
Wait, is that the underground vault area?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree.
I think that's what everybody's chat was saying. A bunch of Potterheads over here. It's they even have like the mine carts that go from place to place. And that's I mean it's almost 1-for-1 to be honest.
All right, keep going there. We got Brant Companion Quest. I can, my expectations are through the roof. This guy, he's very gay. I really like that because there's no shout. I mean, once again, headcanon, I don't care. This guy's a homosexual, 100%. Everything about this dude screams homo. I love that person. I think gay people are more interesting than straight people.
So with that in mind,
all right, I'm out.
Okay, see you, man.
Do you think they're gonna go the Gathering Wives route of it and make it where like
he wants us?
No. Gathering guys.
Gathering guys. My bad.
I genuinely hope that it is like, oh my God, Traveler, I love you so much, and then we get together and we kiss. I really hope it's straight up a gay date. So yeah,
sure,
absolutely.
Man. Okay. I mean, it won't be gay if you chose the female main character, though. You can change whenever you want.
Yeah, but I'm a dude.
Hey, you got a 24-hour cooldown, though, on that capability, so make sure you time it right.
Wait, in real life or in game?
Real life.
Sorry, that was a really bad joke.
Yeah, it's a new law in the U.S. You have a 24-hour cooldown.
Oh, yeah, true. So now we have the Honkai Star Rail Museum.
I knew that looked familiar.
Yep. So we're going back to Bellabog, boys. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. Hopefully, we'll see Clara.
Yeah. I think we saw stuff like holograms of like Inferno Rider or like a projection of it.
Yeah, I think it's like just showing them off, kind of like a projection.
Well, because the family like was one of like the first to I think like start to put these echoes on show. I think that was like part of the lore. Is that like they captured the echoes and was like having them as museum art pieces.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, one quick thing, Techie, if you want to go back quickly to Brant's story quest. So one thing that I noticed was that Phoebe isn't on here. And so I think I heard a lot of people calling this patch a filler patch, but I actually do think that there's main story progression, and Phoebe is the character featured in the main story, and that's why she doesn't have a companion.
Yeah, Brant's a side character, kind of.
Yeah, I thought that was like apparent, like obvious.
Yeah, so the main story quest I think doesn't show up here because they might be like being more secretive about it, but there's no other way that Phoebe's character gets covered.
I thought it was very obvious that we're getting a new main story quest. Am I crazy? I swear to God.
Oh no, I know. I just have people spamming my chat calling it a filler patch, and I was like, well, stupid. I was like, it can't be a filler patch. Like,
I mean, I also don't think that a patch where it expands the endgame mode not once but twice, and also has a new zone and a new story. I don't understand how that could be considered a filler patch. I just don't get it.
Yeah, well, my chat was going crazy when I was like, "Oh, what should I title this video, guys?" And everyone's like, "The best filler patch ever."
That's insane.
Kuro killed filler patches.
Yeah.
Dude, this game already had a huge filler patch, man.
Don't get me started on 1.2, man.
1.2 was so ass. Yeah, I was the only saving part, man.
He's getting started, bro, guys.
He's getting started.
Oh, he's gonna blow up.
He's charging up.
10.0 magnitude.
Millions dead.
New exploration quest. We have new weekly combat gameplay. Man, it shows you one fucking frame.
Yeah.
It doesn't expand on it at fucking
Well, you're just
all.
not smart enough to look at this and understand it? You don't get it?
Yeah.
It's like back
I thought it was really obvious.
Back in high school through English teachers. Oh, yeah, because of the way it's framed, the author meant this.
Yeah, no, of course, man. I mean, dude, is there any document that says what the fuck it is?
Yeah, the leaked
absolutely
subreddit
fucking
probably.
absolutely fucking nothing from the official materials.
Dude.
This is what I'm saying they're using to drip feed the hype, because people are really looking forward to this shit.
Oh my god, there she
Bro,
is.
Lorelei, yeah, what is that, dude?
Bro,
That's just
It's just a human.
it is.
Exactly.
they
just
chose
made
that
her-
pose for a reason. They know what
It's
they're
a really
doing.
big
Devs.
human.
I think younger me could jerk off of that to completion. Absolutely.
I think Mr. Poke's gonna be really happy.
Oh,
that it
yeah.
looks like more like a human.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
He is
that? Do you-
Yeah.
Younger
Oh yeah.
me.
He
Like how
he
young
likes
5
he
minutes
likes
ago.
tall girls, bigger than him.
he well, okay, so there was a super secret stream on Box's stream when he was in Austin, but he has a big like giantess fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Taggy was making some like confused faces. I want to make sure he was on the same page.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that, to be honest. I was just like, what the fuck is he talking about
Holy
today, man? Yeah, I think I tried to black that out.
Well, it's back now.
Yeah, Echo
Let's say
presets
it's
before
already
Genshin is
busted
fucking
to it.
hilarious.
Yeah. I think the
It's
only
such a simple
thing about these presets that I wasn't sure about is whether or not they have a set list of presets that every character has to pull from, or if it's unique for every character. That's the only thing.
There'll probably be a set list if I had to guess. I don't think they're gonna make unique. Well, maybe.
Well, if
like-
it's like this is Glacio set or something
Yep.
you swap between, and this is Spectro set or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just got to see how that looks like.
3,000 echo space. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh, yeah, that's
1.4
right. Yeah, that's
spaces.
gonna be very,
I'm
very,
actually
very nice.
I'm happy about that, man.
Yeah, and then
It's so. Go ahead.
No, you got it, man.
It's so arbitrary why there is even a cap on what we can have.
Well,
Why not
it's
just make it 10,000 at that
because
point?
it's like Diablo, where anytime you play with someone else, it loads all their echoes, and then it would just cost too much, man.
Does it actually?
Well, that was the whole meme about Diablo, is that it did that.
Interesting.
I always felt it was like a combo of like storage space on like the server and kind of just like literally they would just need more data per player if there was a cap. Or for every cap that the players have.
I actually from a previous game they had a certain amount of spaces, and the reason they did that is so faster loading for players. Like just there would be less load screens and less time. That was the main reason.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense, right? Tripling the number of echoes you have is it's gonna do something for your load times.
Yeah, probably.
It's
We
just-
don't really
it's
know. But
So yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone here.
Dude, this is what I'm most excited for in 2.1. The
The
Apex
racing,
Laguna,
huh?
bro.
Overdash?
Yeah, co-op
Overdash
Overdash,
PvP.
bro. I am going to shit on everyone in this. It will
that's
not
Tectone's
be
favorite
close.
race.
Yep,
That's the real
absolutely.
endgame.
I'm a
That's the real
racist at
endgame
heart,
they're
man.
adding.
It's gonna be great. Like, I'm gonna host a tournament for this shit, bro. Fuck the combat. Who cares? You know,
Yeah.
every character's equal, bro. Just run. Who
Actually,
wins?
no.
That's
Small
W.
characters are slow as fuck, bro.
Wait, are there?
Yeah, the
They
small
are
characters
textures,
are
yeah.
actually slower.
Bro, they took
Yeah.
the worst thing from Genshin ever. If you're a small character, you're slow as fuck, dude.
Wait, I never knew that.
Oh,
What
pure
the
because-
fuck?
Yeah, but that's why the wings are so nice, because you don't run. You don't run anymore. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and
Great
in this game,
equalizer.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
flying, bro. It's a lot of flying. I'm telling you, man. All they gotta do is make the circles, make the holes really small, and make that shit precise as fuck. I will go through all of them, man. I cannot wait. This is a content machine for me. Yo, Chad, is this just me, or are y'all excited for this co-op Overdash shit too? I can't fucking sell.
Bro, for the tournament, you should make some insane rules. Like, we got to turn down to 30 FPS, change the options, like,
Oh yeah,
make
absolutely.
everything fucked.
Yeah, I'm really
Is
hoping
this-
this leads to more PvP events. Yo, what's up, Shinu?
This is like what the second or third co-op event we've gotten since launch, right?
Is it?
Yeah, probably at least third. Yeah.
Third.
But we had the
I-
recent one and a previous.
Yeah. I really hope they lean into a little bit more. I want to see more co-op stuff.
Same.
I think that's probably the one thing that like I think they're missing out on, just like on a macro level. It's like, yeah, we've had a few events here and there, but if they really leaned into it and expanded on not only the co-op events but just the co-op experience in general, I think they could be really be onto something.
That's something that games are really afraid to do, especially gachas. They do not have human interaction because gacha players do not have friends. So it's like, why
Yeah.
are we going to add these co-op things for a bunch of people that are not going to play? And people always complain every time this kind of stuff gets added.
I think if they did it right and really gave you a reason to want to do it, and then maybe even added, I'm gonna say matchmaking, but I don't necessarily like mean matchmaking, but like joining just like random people's worlds and playing with them, just like things like that. I don't know, could be a something that sets almost like Gacha sets Wu apart from the rest.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah,
just
totally.
very different. I just like do not want that at all. I just want me to be able to go live and play my game and be by myself and be happy and hang out with my girlfriend Zany, you know, and just walk around Laguna.
Oh
And,
yeah.
Tectone,
Yeah.
you're looking so good today. Maybe we should go get some spaghetti. Maybe we can go on a date. Like, you know, like that sounds.
Want to go
so
on date on
nice.
with Brant? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, date Brant. Ahoy there, matey. Oh, my beautiful boyfriend. And then we hold each other and we kiss. That's the Wuthering Waves that I dream of, man.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
love
beautiful.
You, Brant. I love you, Brant.
Hey, we better see some vids
So
of you on the
beautiful.
gondola with Brett then in the
True.
future.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can invite him out.
artists, get on that shit, bro. I will always retweet gay fan art of me, bro.